Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Two-time Tony Award-winning legend Chita Rivera is back on Broadway opposite Tony Award winner Roger Rees in the new John Kander, Fred Ebb, and Terrence McNally musical, The Visit. And we're here on opening night to celebrate with the company. Congratulations, you were stunning tonight. Oh yes. How do you feel?
I'm so happy. It's the opening night. He's done. Now we can, live it. And it's been a long journey. I mean, that's been the longest opening I ever had, 14 years. But it was just thrilling. And I just love John Doyle's, whole thing, and Graciela, and the cast is so fabulous. And so now we're on Broadway.
Your entrance tonight.
Who was that? Who did they think I was? I wasn't Streisand. I wanted to go like this.
Who were they clapping for, right? David Garrison told me, he said to you, I could have brought the Sunday Times crossword puzzle and done it in pen, right?
He did. He said I brought it. I'm going to do the crossword puzzle.
This is such an important piece. It's such a beautiful musical. What is it like doing John and Freddie's? I mean, Freddie's last musical. I mean, Terrence's book.
That's what's built up inside of me. I don't know what I'd be, where I'd be, or anything without my friends. Fred, John, and Terrence. It's just they're just extraordinarily gifted people. Plus, they're. Is that David? It's got to be David. It's got to be David.
You're good.
I know him.
You know all their touches,
right?
Oh,
you have no idea what he does to me.
You told me that, right? Well, let's get it. The cast. What a beautiful cast you get to work with, right?
Well, every single person on that stage is a person. There's really no ensemble. They're all people that belong to that town. And you know who they are, and you know their faults, and so it's wonderful to share a piece like this.
When you took your bow tonight, do you remember what you were thinking?
That I'm just so grateful, really, and hoping that people really get it and understand that it is a wonderful jewel. And it's a piece of art, and that's what the theater is all about. That's what we want to bring you. We want to bring you wonderful stories that really throw you around a little bit and make you think and make you feel and make you cry and make you laugh, and all in one evening and all in less than 2 hours. And it's a play that was done a long time ago, and college students have studied it and played it, and so it's an important piece. I think it makes you think.
It is
Would I do that?
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So wonderful. It is opening at night, Roger. How do you feel tonight?
Well, it's exciting. I'm very pleased to knock off another Broadway theatre because I've done about 13 of them now. So that's nice. But to do it in the company of Chita and John Doyle and John Kander and Terence McNally, and then at the curtain call when they all looked up and they looked really to Fred Ebb, and so it was a wonderful thing, So it's a great experience.
This is really special for you. Everybody who I've spoken to, Cheetah said, you've all done so many shows, worked with so many wonderful creative people, but this is a really special project.
Yeah, for all, and there's not a bad person in the group, and there's not a person who wouldn't work hard to get everybody up there, So it's a great group. Amazed, because it's not always like that, Yeah, and we've had a great time.
What's it like working on stage with Cheetah?
Well, she's really disciplined, that's the thing, and I notice it in rehearsals. When rehearsals break down and someone talks about something, she stands there like that, and she stands for 20 minutes and then until the rehearsal starts again. And I'm learning, I'm learning things from her because she's just great and strong for the story and strong for the theatre, and that's what people come to see her do, So it's great. And when you see her do this, and you, as I did recently, see her, a one-woman show. I mean, she's the range of the woman is fantastic. So I'm thrilled to be near her.
My final question is: when you took your bow tonight, do you remember what you were thinking?
Oh well, no. I managed to bow. Like a jackknife, I don't know, and I remember that Mary Beth Peel said, "That's unusual." She said.
Congratulations. So wonderful. How do you feel tonight?
I'm over the moon. This is like the most incredible Broadway opening, including my Broadway debut, which was pretty freaking starry with, Hal Prince directing, Leonard Bernstein score, Candide. And this, everyone, except for Fred, is still alive and working on the show. And it's been a long journey to get this show to Broadway, and it's finally here. I was in the very first reading years ago, 15 years ago, playing the young son of Anton, and then doing readings periodically, and here 15 years later getting to play an incredible part. I'm blessed to sing one of, I think, John and Fred's most beautiful and dramatic, poignant songs, The Only One. So pinch me, am I frickin' awake?
And working with Cheetah, what it's been like?
She's the real deal. There's no pretension. She's a hardworking actor. She started as a gypsy, so she knows what it is to put in her time. It's very important to, as a dancer, to rehearse and get it specific. And you have to trust your partner as a dancer. And she looks into my eyes when we're doing our scenes, even as brief as they may be. We are loggerheads from the get-go. And you don't know exactly why until it's all shakes down. But we're dancing partners out there. She's giving it to me, I'm giving it to her. And then on the sly, upstage to give me one of these. She's a person. She knows this isn't brain surgery, but we're entertaining people, but at the same time, we're trying to make a difference through art in society and politics and finances. And that's what it kind of encompasses.
This is such an important musical. How do you describe it?
I would say it's if Sweeney Todd met Romeo and Juliet and had a baby that looked like Cabaret. It's high art music theater, it's romantic classical theater, and melded into American popular musical theater. With a book that is heavy, it has heavy subtext and context, but John Doyle has made it completely entertaining and will take you on a 95-minute bullet train ride right to the curtain call. Yeah.
When you took your bow tonight, do you remember what you were thinking?
Yeah, I touched my tie. I'm wearing my father's tie. He was a school teacher. He passed away 2 years ago. And my last Broadway opening was Curtains, which is another Kander and Ebb show. And I told Mom that I wear his cologne, I use his mouthwash. My father wasn't as horrible a person as the schoolmaster is, but I have a lot of elements of him, so I touched my tie sort of like Carol Burnett does. So I was thinking about my father. At the same time, I was thinking, how many dozens of roses are on this stage for Cheetah Rivera?
So well deserved. You know your dad's with you tonight.
He definitely is. He's smiling down. And he's glad he's not in New York City because every time you come here, you get a headache. So he's got the best seat. He doesn't have to be in here. He's here with me.
Congratulations. Thank you. Very dapper. It's opening night. How do you feel, David?
I feel like the luckiest man on the planet to be able to walk out on a stage with Cheetah Rivera and do Candor and Ebb's last show. This is extraordinary. And then to have Terrence McNally as part of it as well, and then have it directed by John Doyle and choreographed by Graziella Daniel, who did my first Broadway show 1,000 years ago, full circle, just to share the stage with Cheetah. I should, die and go to heaven now. This is it. They get better.
It was so exciting. I mean, her entrance.
I know. Before the show, we always kind of horse around backstage, and I told her that I brought the Sunday Times crossword puzzle with me, and I was going to do it while she made her first entrance. And I could have.
You could have.
In pen.
What is it like working with Cheetah on stage?
It's heaven on earth. I mean, she's a gypsy, and I mean that, and she's the first one to use that term. She is just solid as a rock, and as much as I try to make her laugh, she won't. But it's just a gift. The whole thing is just a gift, and she at 82 is, a master class in how to hold a stage. I just, sit there in awe every night watching that woman go.
This is such a beautiful show. I loved the play. It's Brechtian meets the best of Candor and Ebb.
It ain't your grandmother's musical, is it? No.
How do you describe it?
I'm still trying to figure out how to describe it, but it's atmospheric, and it's magical, and it's mysterious, and yet at the same time it's just almost operatic Liebestod. I mean, it's got some heft, and we've forgotten how Broadway used to be. And it's not just recycling, movies and cartoons that we've seen before. Sure. It used to be like this. I mean, The Visit was Alfred Linfontaine's swan song, and here it is now, though these many years later, with Cheetah singing her guts out.
So thrilled. When you took your bow tonight, do you remember what you were thinking?
Let this never end. I also was thinking, thank you to all the gods, that just to be able to be in the room.
Congratulations. You look stunning. How do you feel tonight?
I feel stunning.
And enchanting.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. I mean, it's history, and it's beautiful, and I feel very lucky. We all do. We all feel really, really lucky to be here.
You and I spoke during the meet and greet. This is a very special piece you're working on. You've worked with a lot of people, a lot of creators, but this is really special for you.
Totally. It's hard to believe that at this point in time you could be doing a premiere of Candor and Ebb musical. And Cheetah, and Roger, and John Doyle.
Totally. I know you so wanted to do this because you work with Cheetah in 9. What's it like being on stage with her?
Well, this is, in 9, I don't remember actually, I mean, we were all on stage together, but my character didn't really have any relationship with Cheetah per se, and so our relationship was basically dressing room relationship. Now it's both, so it's really, and we're both old.
And you love this role you play, right?
Oh, I do. Yeah. I do. She doesn't have a lot to say, and she doesn't have a lot to sing, but she's fierce.
Yeah. And working with this cast.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. You got it.
If you could sum up the best part of the experience so far with working on this show, what's it been for you?
It's hard to put it into one, but I think the thing that has made the difference is John Doyle.
Yeah. When you took your bow tonight, do you remember what you were thinking?
Thank you, God.
Yeah. Congratulations, you both look stunning. Thank you. It is opening night. How do you feel tonight?
Unreal. It's a dream come true. I'm shaking. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
It's thrilling, and our families are here, so we get to share it with our families, and it's just really fantastic.
Mom and Dad.
You're working with Cheetah Rivera. You get to eye dance with her on stage. What is that like?
Like I said, it's a dream. It's crazy. It's so crazy. But at the same time, Cheetah is so gracious and she doesn't put herself above anyone else. So it's just like working with anyone else in our cast, truly. But she's really taken me under her wing and taught me so much.
Don't they really look like each other?
Yes, totally.
They really do.
Yeah.
It's
What's
wild.
this whole experience been like for you working on this show?
It's working with these people. I mean, I grew up listening to Chicago and loving John Kander, and to get to sit in the same room with them every day and create this with them is just something that I never could ever imagine. So it's just a dream.
And to play the young Roger Rees.
I mean, is there anybody more handsome than Roger Rees or as amazing as Roger Rees? So that is also a real honor.
So when you took your bows tonight, do you remember what you were thinking?
What was I thinking?
We were laughing.
We were like, oh my gosh.
Cheetah was talking about. We talked about adjusting Cheetah's weave, actually, right as we were going out. So that's what we were laughing at Cheetah's weave.
And I tripped during the curtain call last night, so I was praying that I wasn't going to fall on my face tonight.
I asked that question to everybody. Everybody has like, oh my God, I hope I don't trip. I hope I don't fall. I hope I don't cry.
last night, so I was like, oh God, please don't.
Well, you didn't tonight.
I didn't
trip
tonight.
Thank
It
goodness.
was pretty electric tonight, right?
Yes.
It was absolutely electric.
It's a dream.
That crowd. And when Cheetah came out, it was just, it was
I'll
really
never.
a special moment.
I mean, I don't think I'll ever forget
No.
this.